back to Kids Alive Church. This is Chico the Monkey and I'm Teacher Joanna, and today we are continuing our Old Testament series. Last week we talked about Solomon, about being wise, and today we are talking about Elijah and Mount Carmel. So, Elijah is a prophet of God, and at this time, the people started to worship Baal. Baal is an idol, and there were a lot of prophets worshiping Baal. But Elijah was the only prophet that was worshiping Jehovah God, our God. And so he said, hey, let's have a challenge. I'm going to call all the 450 prophets of Baal and the 400 prophets of Asherah to come and watch this. So let's have a contest between the prophets of Baal and me. Wow, he was pretty brave having a prophet contest there. 450 guys against one guy. So what could be his contest? So he said, let's do this. Let's offer to our gods. Let's have 2 big bulls and let's offer these bulls to our gods. You offer to your god Baal and I will offer to my god later. So you guys go ahead first. Since there's so many of you, you get to choose which bull you want. So they chose very wisely which bull they wanted. They chopped it up, they had everything prepared, and then they started to offer it to their God. So they said, Elijah said, the only thing that we have to do is ask our God, you ask your Baal, and I ask my God to send down fire from heaven. Wow! That seems pretty easy, right? So that's what they did. So these prophets, 450 prophets, were calling out to their God, oh Baal, send down fire, send down fire. So from morning this started. And then by afternoon, still nothing happened. And so Elijah said, maybe your God is sleeping. Maybe he went for a walk. Maybe he's deep in thought, thinking. What could it be? So they were upset and they were frustrated, but they still said, no, our Baal is real. He's going to send down fire for us. And they started to beat themselves up and all this stuff that they do. If you've watched a lot of festivals, there are festivals where they sacrifice themselves. They hit themselves and they pierce themselves and all this to call out to their God, right? And so this is what the prophets of Baal did. But guess what? No fire fell down. This went on all day until it was evening and nothing happened. So they said, okay, now Elijah, it's your turn. So Elijah did this. He offered his sacrifice, the second bull. He offered it before God, and then he dug a trench meaning a drain, a little drain around the sacrifice. And then he said, hey guys, bring 4 huge jars of water and pour it over the bull and the wood. So they were like, what? So they did as they were told. They poured water, 4 big jars of water they poured. Then he said, do it again. So they did it again. And he asked for the 3rd time, do it again. And they poured. And by now, all the water had even filled the little drain, the little trench around the sacrifice. And then Elijah said, now I'm going to ask my God to send down fire. And he called out to God for fire. And guess what happened? God sent down fire. Immediately it burned up the sacrifice, and all the water that was there was all burned up, was all dried up. Wow! All the prophets were shocked. I mean, there were 850. If I do my math correctly, 450 plus 400 is 850, right? So 850 prophets there from Baal and Asherah that was so amazed at what had happened, and they said, oh my gosh, your God is real. Wow. So what can we learn about this story? I think we need to know that our God is the true God. Let's be like Elijah. Imagine this. He was the only person who believed in our God. and he knew that our God is real. So number 1, brave. Be like Elijah to be brave to proclaim that God is true. Now, when you go back to schools, you will be confronted with people from different religions. And that's fine, that's normal. But you need to be able to say that you still believe in Jesus Christ. Be brave to stand up and say, I believe in Jesus. If they ask you to follow different things, different religions, know that your God is the true God and be brave to say it. Number 2, follow God even though you seem to be alone. Now, you may be the only Christian in your classmate or even your school, but we need to know to follow God. What do I mean by follow God? I mean by following God means to follow His commandments, to obey what He said in the Word, to do what is right. We learn all this already in Sunday school, right? So to follow, be like Elijah, to follow what God said. Don't be afraid. He was alone and of course he felt afraid. He was human. But guess what? He chose to do what is right and God honored that, right? And the third is know that when God shows Himself, He does it exceedingly abundantly. Know that God will provide exceedingly abundantly. So, Elijah, he didn't just say, okay, now I'm going to sacrifice and hope for the best and oh God, just send fire now and boom, it was dead. But what he did was, he dug a trench and then he asked for water to be poured. That means he knew that God was going to do exceedingly abundantly. He knew that God was going to provide more than what we even asked for. Okay? Children, so I want you to know this. To know to be brave like Elijah, to know to follow God's plan, and to know that God will provide for you exceedingly abundantly. And now Elijah's going to tell us our memory verse. Not Elijah from the Bible, but Elijah from our class.
Hello everybody. Today's memory verse is Jeremiah 29 verse 13. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart. Goodbye.
Alright, that was so good, Elijah. Thank you so much. You are as loud and brave as the real Elijah, right? Okay, so the memory verse is Jeremiah 29 verse 13. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart. So guys, know this. Seek God with all your heart. Know that God will provide for you. God is real. Our Jesus is a real God. So I challenge you this week to call out to Jesus in whatever situation you're in because He loves you. Right? Chico and I are ready to say bye-bye.